finish off.
Okay, let's finish off with this last one. Ukraine fires UK-made Storm Shadow missiles into Russia for the first time. Ukraine launched French-made Storm Shadow missiles at targets inside Russia for the first time on Wednesday, according to a Russian military blog and Reuters. A day after Ukraine fired US-made ATACMS missiles into Russia. Ukraine used the UK-supplied missiles to hit Russia's territory, was confirmed by an official on conditions of anonymity. British media also reported the use of the cruise missile on Wednesday, citing sources. Ukraine Defense Ministry, Rustem Umerov refused to confirm or deny the use of the UK-made missiles during a Wednesday news conference, nor did a spokesperson from the UK Ministry of Defense when asked by CNN. That just intensified the war. A lot of people don't understand. If you guys haven't been watching, Vladimir Putin said if any country that lets Ukraine use long-range missiles to hit Russia, he's like, that's an act of war. We're at war with you.
Yeah, and then he gives them authorizations. He gives himself authorization to be able to use nuclear weapons or any means at his disposal. So basically what this man's been doing is kind of threatening down, okay, I can attack whoever I want to, which are sovereign nations outside of my country. I can basically attack them. And if you help this country or if they use any of your weapons inside mine, now this gives me a right to use nuclear weapons. And I'm looking at him like, you sound like Hitler. At this point in time, I know we use Hitler a lot, but this is pretty much what he was doing when he would attack certain places. Like, oh, this will be the last place I attack. Just leave me alone, and I'll just leave it at this. You know what I mean? And then he kept telling people that in France, and all of them believed him. Then he was at France's front door and ran through them, I think, like 3 days or 2 weeks or something like that. You know what I mean? So we got to start looking at I'm almost call him Hitler. Start looking at what Putin is actually doing here. In 2008. He attacked Georgia, you know what I mean, which is a sovereign country in their southwestern region of, by Russia. Okay, attack those guys. I mean, it wasn't even militarily. What he did was he annexed the land. What he did was had a separatist group take some land inside of Georgia, and he sent his troops in to basically say, okay, now if you touch this property, you're touching Russia. Then in 2014, he said he annexes Crimea from Ukraine. We do nothing about it. It's 2008. George Bush does nothing. 2014, Barack Obama does nothing. So again, now he's pretty bold. Now he's feeling emboldened by it. 2022, he attacks Ukraine.
After the Olympics, he waited. I think he took Crimea. He waited for the Olympics to be done in Russia. He's like, hey, great show, everyone. Good. Take that shit.
You know what I mean? Like, this is right. I mean, so to me, man, for us to sit back and say, why are we sitting here fighting with this person? You lost this property before. This was all former Russian. I won't call it property, but they was called it was a USSR. You know what I mean? So you guys were all united. This were all a bunch of different countries that were united together. This wasn't just Russian land. These were all different, races of people. These were all different, groups of people who decided to come together under one flag. Russia folded. They went their own separate ways. That's part of the game. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now he's trying to take it all back, and because his country is starting to is imploding from within. They're having a declining birth rate.
Like ours.
Even worse so.
From within.
Even worse so. You know what I mean? And so at this point in time, if we don't step in and try to stop him now, where he's basically trying to rebuild his superpower. They have African countries who have turned, which rightfully so, turned against their European, colonizers. And he's supplying them with weapons and military, you know what I mean, with military forces. I mean, but this is all people who he's trying to turn against America. He's gone down into Venezuela, trying to turn them against us as well. I mean, he's done Cuba. He's sending warships and submarines down into Cuba. I mean, we got to start looking at this as a serious thing. So for us to give authorization for Zelensky, who is Ukraine's president, to strike with it's like they're called ATACMS. They call that it's called ATACMS missiles inside of Russia. We should have been gave them this authorization. If they're being attacked, why shouldn't they? This dude basically said, okay, I can attack you, but you better not attack me or I'm using nukes. It's crazy. So I'm supposed to just fight the forces you sent to attack me and leave your homeland all gravy. So he's like, you know what? For the next 2 months, you guys go ahead and you guys got all the authorization you want. Take as much land back as you can get. Attack inside Russia as far as you can inside of Russia.
Yo, he has to let him do it. Check it out. As soon as Trump gets in there, he'll be like, yeah, take Ukraine, whatever. As soon as he gets in there, Gaza, he's like, take all that stuff.
You know that, I mean, at the same time too, we closed down our embassy in Kyiv because we already know he's about to, they're about to attack back. They already knocked in there Kyiv a few other times. We know they're coming back. So we just closed down. We told everybody to brace for this. What's about to happen? It's about to go down for the next 2 months. They've already sent 6 missiles into, I think it's I can't remember the region in Russia. It's like probably so far away from, it's not that far away from Moscow. They sent 6 ATACMS missiles in there. Russia said they shot them down. Who's to say it didn't? 5 of them got shot down. 1 of them got damaged in the air, whatever the case may be. But now they're sending them in there already. It was like a military installation in Russia that they tried to attack. So, I mean, I'm happy to see this happening. This needs to happen. I had a person come on my page say Biden's trying to start a world war before he leaves. Man, this already going down. You know what I mean? If we don't defend our allies, then we're no better. You know what I'm saying? Our word is trash.
Oh, it's about to be trash.
You know what I mean?
We're going to keep everybody updated on everything that we do and everything that's going on. Yo, this is Uncommon Courtesy. We're going to see you next time.